I'm Priscilla Jacobson. I'm getting ready to make 6 meals, and what I have freezer meals. And so what I have is molcajete, and I have 5 cloves of garlic right here, and some chopped up onion. And I'm just going to go ahead and mash that up real quick. The first meal that I'm going to be, as I'm mashing this in the molcajete, I am going to work on a roasted chicken thighs or breast, or you could just have chicken nuggets, as far as, and those are already generally frozen. But the roasted chicken breast is what I have today. So I'm just gonna match this a little bit. And I already put all of the spices on the meats and some of the vegetables. And basically, I have several meals that are kind of mixed up. The first one is the roasted chicken. The second one is the hamburger goulash. The third one is the chicken fajitas. The fourth one is, but today I'm going to substitute. Always feel free to substitute. I had some leftover pork loin, so I'm going to use the pork loin for the fajitas instead. And then the fourth meal is hamburger tacos, and I'm going to put a taco mix. And I'm going to add some beans because I was a little short on my hamburger. You can always do that too. And the fifth one is chicken with chicken Alfredo. The sixth one is spaghetti. The seventh one is a stir fry chicken. You can use pork if you want, or beef as far as stir fry. You can always substitute all the other proteins for chickpeas for those that are, or black beans, and those, or tofu. Okay, I think that's good enough right here. So I'm going to try my best. This is my first time recording. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start with the first meal. I'm going to go down the list here. And if you want the list, please let me know and I can send that to you. All right, so the first one is the roasted chicken thigh. And this is going to be for a serving of 2 adults, and my husband and I are not eating like a lot of amounts, so you can always double and triple them. But right now it's all set up basically for, I was going to go ahead and chop it up a little bit more, but that's okay. All right, so we have the chicken there. And what you could do with this is you can add some you can add some frozen vegetables. And it's really kind of like, you can put it in an Instapot, or you can put it in the oven. So it can be a quick meal just to warm up, so it's all assembled together. So when you get a bag like this, the 32 ounces, you can put at least half of it in there. You have the seasoning already with the meat. You can always add a little bit more if you like. I probably would bake this all together. It won't be like a casserole. It looks like I need to chop up some of this cauliflower, which is not a big deal. So then here I have one meal here, as far as all I'll need to do is get the mac and cheese and make the mac and cheese. And so all the pasta you're going to want to make on the day of. So that's one meal right here. Okay. The second meal is, that cauliflower that was kind of big. The next meal is a goulash. And everybody makes goulashes different. And I put some salt, pepper, Lowry's, and I did not list that on there, so I'll go ahead and add that to the goulash. But I do like Lowry's or some type of a mix, a basic general spice would really work. And what you'll want to do is put your meat in first, and then you'll just kind of mash it together so that the spices can get mixed in there. And then you can just put this in an Instapot again, or you can put it in a pan, kind of like this, and then just cook it for about maybe you can cook it on a pan similar to this with the lid, and you can just cook it slowly for about maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes on medium low. I'm going to go ahead and add this. I like to have, you can also add some bonzo beans, or you can add, what else? The bonzo beans, you can also add just any type of beans. And then I have 1 can of green mixed vegetables, and typically, and I'm gonna make it more tomato based, so I'm gonna put a Rotel in there, but if you have children that are sensitive to spice, you might just wanna do diced tomatoes. So I'll go ahead and open those. I should have had that open, but I didn't. So I'm gonna get my electric one. Now with these ones, I'm going to go ahead and put about a teaspoon of the per meal, if it requires fresh garlic and onions. It always makes everything taste so much better. If you like live food or food that is fresh food, then you'll probably just want to just go ahead and get fresh and then have it prepped. I already prepped most of my fresh food. When I do put cans, I do not put like green beans. I'll drain it usually. So I'll get my little pampered chef, little handy dandy thing, just flip it over and drain it. And I'm going to put some green beans in here. And this should be enough for a meal, extra meal. And I'm going to go ahead and add the peas and carrots. Again, I'm going to drain it. And then with the vegetables in there, I will just go ahead and kind of mix it around gently. Just a little toss here. I don't want to mash all the vegetables, because I already mashed all the meat up so we could get most of the spices in there. So there you have it. You want to label them also, but I'm not going to do that right now, but you'll want to label those, the date. When you had it done, may I put it together. The next thing is chicken fajitas. Chicken fajitas are I'm going to go ahead and put the black beans on the side here. You can make them with your black beans, but I'm not going to mix them with the fajitas. But what I'm going to do, this one calls for I'm going to go ahead and put the mix in there. you like to add some chili to that, you can also, but I think I just stay with the fajita flavor. And well, I need to get a little bit of liquid, so I do have some leftover, that's not right. I'd like to get my gravy. I have some gravy here somewhere. So I'm going to add a little bit of gravy just because it's a little, the pork is a little bit drier. And so, and then also it'll be like a little bit more liquidy and kind of saucy. So go ahead and do that. Again, I want to mix them. And because they are fajitas, we're going to have fresh onions, of course, but I also want to add some fresh onions and garlic for the meat so that it can get a good flavor in it. If you like it minced garlic, you can get a jar. Okay, I hope this does not go too long. This video goes too long. I don't really know how to edit too good. Okay, you'll want to eat these with, get that mixed up really good. You want to have these and plate them with your, you can do flour tortillas. You can use the flour tortillas, or you can also use whole wheat tortillas. I would try to go as healthy as possible, even though I use canned food. But I still do try to. All we can do is just try to get better as time goes on, right? Next thing, okay, so that's the fajitas. I'm just going to go ahead and set them here, but again, with the grains, you want to use the grains for, you want to utilize the grains or cook the grains later. So, but I'm just putting that for point of reference. Okay, the next one is hamburger tacos. Let's see. Hamburger tacos. Super easy with some flour or corn tortillas. And since I don't have a lot of meat, I was trying to put at least a pound per meal, but I don't have that, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and I just put some basic spices, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin. But now I'm going to take the taco seasoning, and because this is going to be a little fluid with the taco seasoning, because you're supposed to add water, I'm going to just use the bean juice. So, I'm going to use pinto beans. You can use black beans. I'm not sure if I want to use all the water, so I'm going to wait on that here and just kind of try to calculate. Looks like I might need some water, but not a lot. So I'm glad I didn't pour it all in. That makes it one of, you can mash the beans up. The beans will be okay. They're not like the other vegetables. I like to have my vegetables, the texture to be whole, like the peppers, green peppers and things like that. So I'm just going to put half. Mix, and then you'll want to have fresh. You want to have fresh lettuce and tomatoes, and you'll And generally, I like to use, lately I've been liking to use these cherry tomatoes, and I just cut them in half and then just sprinkle them on my taco or tacos. So you can do that if you like. So there we go. Here is taco mix. All right, now moving right along. So far we have 4, and we just need 2 more. The next one is chicken Alfredo. And the chicken Alfredo, what we want to do is, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to add the vegetables to it, to the chicken Alfredo. And I have the meat already set up for the chicken Alfredo. And I might need to chop it a little bit more because it looks like it's with the chicken Alfredo you want to have little pieces. You don't want to have that big pieces. And I should have chopped this up earlier, but I didn't think about it. Like I said, this is my first of hopefully many times, and we'll have my husband and I will have 6 meals, and then we will have them frozen, and then we just get them out like the night before, or the next day you let them thaw out, and then you can put them in the crock pot in the morning, or you can put them in the Instapot, or you can put them on your Dutch oven. Okay, so we have here the chicken for the chicken Alfredo. And I'm just going to do just a little bit. It's not going to be a whole lot. And then get the chicken Alfredo sauce. We're doing things as easy as possible. So that means we're not doing we're opening a lot of cans, jars. Chicken Alfredo is, I'm not sure if I'm going to use 2 jars or not. I gotta see first, see where we're at with that. It looks like 1 jar will be enough for a meal. So what I'm gonna do is try to get all the air out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make, we'll make another one here. Before I do that, I'm not really quite sure. Let's see, we did the chicken Alfredo stew. Okay, the next thing is the spaghetti. The spaghetti, I added the Italian along with all the basics. And so with the spaghetti, I'm going to add a little spice, but again, I'm going to use just cauliflower spaghetti noodles, but like I said, I'm going to implement that and cook that later, the day of, because I'm not sure how pasta does. It's been a while since I've tried to freeze pasta. So mash this up. Onions and garlic. Flip it upside down and hopefully it'll can open both the top and the bottom, and then I'll just push it right through, but it's not letting me do that, so, and that's okay. So I'm gonna put some tomato paste, and I'll just put a half a jar because I don't have that much meat in there, and so, yeah, I'm going to put some classical, let me see, open this. One time I went to a party, and they had approximately 8 ladies that did meal prepping. It was so fun. I was a little lost at first, but I got in the swing of it, and my friends were kind of guiding me through it, so it was really interesting. So we had to pay the fee, and then got the certain spices, and it was interesting. So anyways, I thought, well, I'll go ahead and try to do another meal prep, and hopefully start getting it refined to where I can invite some friends over, and some of the ladies can meal prep, and it'll save us time and money. So that's the important thing. We just need to get back our time and have quality, healthy meals, and have quality time. So, all right, with our families. Okay. So this is our spaghetti. Last I'm going to make is the, I wanted to make another one of these Alfredos, but I'll do that in a little while, because I just want to demonstrate what we're doing here. So, I have the stir fry, and the stir fry is, let's see, it's just going to have, it's going to have some chicken, and I put some added soy sauce along with the other spices, and you know, I wish I had a jar of maybe like teriyaki. That would have been a really good flavor with that, but I did it. I'll be sure to put the rest of the onions and the garlic in here. So this stir fry will be nice. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more meat to it. Okay, that should be good enough right there. Stir fry is going to be kind of a lot. Almost, I could have put it in 2 separate meals. Maybe I can do that. It's still not too late to do that. That's what I'm going to do. to divvy this up into two different bags because I have lots of vegetables, and I think I want to make 2 meals out of it. So we can have one meal one day. It's not going to have a lot of meat. It's going to have more vegetables than meat. That's okay. That's this one has noodles in it, so it's frozen. So I guess that answers my question about frozen noodles. But I didn't cook the noodles, so I'm not gonna. I'll just go ahead and cook them later. I'm gonna add some extra off of these veggie medleys. Again, if you have a hoisin sauce or teriyaki sauce, that would really go great, but I cannot find it at the store. I went to a store that I don't really shop at that often, so it's always having to have a learning curve. We get it. Okay. Now, if you're vegan or you're vegetarian, you can always substitute your proteins, or you have any allergies, you can accommodate it, but change it. The menu is going to tweak it so that you can be able, it can be sufficient enough for your family. So there's the stir fry, and this you can just go ahead and fry it up or put it in the Instapot, 3 to 4 minutes. Well, let me see, with the chicken, I would say about maybe 5 minutes. So you can't, well, one thing about freezer meals, I like the convenience of it, but you can't really caramelize your meat, saute them, and you can't also, the vegetables will be okay, you know, they'll always be, they might be a little mushy. So anyways, I hope that helps. So we have the stir fry along with a pot of rice. You can make that. Or you can also add, I think I've seen before that you can add like a rice like this, you know, a package of rice, and you can add it in there. But I usually like to just make my rice separate. Let's see, so if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Hopefully this information helps you out and gives you some added time for you and your family, and you have some quality healthy meals. All right, so take care, everyone. All right, God bless.